Okay, happy Saturday, everybody. Me and Bubba, we're here to make pizza, aren't we, Bub? Pizza, very much a Saturday food. Bubba loves his pizza. So this is how we make the dough. Okay, so in the bowl here we have 1 kilo of bread flour. You can buy special pizza flour, you can buy pasta flour, it all works. We tend to use bread flour because it's always in the house. Within that we are going to add 20 grams of sea salt. I'm going to add 60 grams of sugar. And we're going to add 20 grams of fresh yeast. You can also use instant yeast. And then what we're going to do with this is we're going to rub the yeast into the flour like you would butter into flour if you were making pastry or crumble. Okay, so we've rubbed in the flour and the yeast, the salt and the sugar. That's all in. Now we're going to throw in 70 grams of oil. This is just vegetable oil. You can use olive oil, rapeseed oil. Just not motor oil, really. And then we're going to throw in 700 grams of water. And then we're going to bring all of that together until it looks like a paste. Thank you for your input, Bubba Dub. Okay, so we've just emptied this onto the side. It's still it's literally just flour and water mixed together at the moment. It's essentially just a gooey nothingness. So from there, like we do with normal bread, you're just going to start to knead it. You see, like it literally falls to bits. So we're just going to knead it together, keep stretching the dough, and in a minute we're going to change how we knead the dough. Thank you, Bubba. To get some air into the dough so that we get some lovely bubbles when we come to cook the pizza itself. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to try and trap air into the dough, and I'm going to try and do it without taking the camera off the stand that's currently clinging to the work surface. So we're going to do that. We're going to pick it up, we're going to flick that under, we're going to pull that over the top. And as we do that, we're trapping air inside. And turn it. Normally we would be flinging this about all over the place, but the camera is inches above it, so it's not quite so easy to show you how to do it properly. But we're essentially picking it up, flicking it down, flicking it over. That action is trapping air inside, and the more you do it, the more you trap the air.
The more you trap the air?
Yes, right, Bubba. The more we trap the air, and we're at the same time stretching the gluten in the flour. Okay, 10 minutes later, we have an elastic ball of dough, lovely and smooth. Bo's now going to test it for stickiness. Is it sticky?
No.
Excellent. Is it soft?
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. That means it's ready. It's got the Bo seal of approval. We're going to stick it in a bowl. We're going to let it prove now for an hour, up to 3 hours on the side, or throw it in the fridge if you want to make pizza tomorrow. Or portion it down, put it in the freezer. It will sit in the freezer for like 2-3 months. It's fine. So we will see you when we come to rolling. Okay, we're back with Bubba. Say hello, Bubba.
Hello.
We're now just going to make the tomato sauce for the base of the pizza. 3 ingredients. We've got passata, 500 grams of passata. You could also use a tin of chopped tomatoes, which you could blitz with a blender to make a nice paste. And into that we are throwing 5 grams of dried oregano and 30 grams of runny honey. You could use sugar if you wanted to. This is purely to counter...
And it's sinking.
Yes, it is sinking. This is purely to counteract any bitterness from the raw tomatoes. And then we just mix that together. Into that we're also going to add a good pinch of sea salt, like so.
Okay, help.
Not just now, Bubba Dub. If you want to, you can add pepper, but I don't tend to, because we're going to have a lot of flavours with the pepperoni and stuff that we add in a minute. And that's your tomato sauce. Okay, we're going to have a quick conversation about cheese. This is the cheeses we like to put on. We have shredded mozzarella, just balled mozzarella, shop bought shredded mozzarella, already grated, and grated parmesan. Okay, so our dough has been rising now for about an hour and a half. It got to double in size, and as you can see, I've portioned it down into balls ready for making pizza. It's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doughs at 250 grams per ball. That's going to be enough to make probably a 10 to 12 inch pizza per dough ball. Okay, so now we're going to shape the pizza dough. We're going to top it. We're going to get it in the oven. Bubba's very hungry, aren't you? Are you ready for your cheese pizza? Okay, so what we're going to do is going to start with our fingers, and we're just going to push it out to a nice rough circle. Plenty of flour, and then stretch it with your hands. You can do the whole process with your hands, but because I'm trying to film it, it's hard to show you how to fling it about. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we've got plenty of flour down, and we're going to roll it to shape. Okay, so now it's time to put on the tomato sauce and the cheese. Should also say the oven has been preheating for about half an hour, 45 minutes. We have a pizza stone in there, 2 pizza stones in there in fact. Get your oven as hot as it will go. Stick it on the highest temperature you've got. I think this one goes up to about 300. A lot of them only go up to about 250. So we get the tomato on. About that much, Bub? Happy with that? Right, now we put Bubba's cheese on. So we're going to start with a little bit of the grated mozzarella. I always end up putting too much cheese on because I forget how much it melts. How much cheese do you think we should have, Bub? That many? You're going to get that one for me?
And that'll be it.
That'll be it? And then some of this one?
About
Some of
2
the
bits.
2 bits of don't. I think you need a little bit more than 2.
Okay.
Then we'll stick a little bit of shredded mozzarella on. Is that enough, or do you want some more?
I want them more.
Like that?
Uh-huh.
And then just a sprinkling of the Parmesan cheese. It's like a 3 cheese pizza, Bubba. Okay, that's going to go into an oven now. Like I say, as hot as you can get your oven. Hopefully this one's not going to take much more than about 5 minutes to cook. We'll see it on the other side. Here's Bubba's pizza. Cheese and tomato pizza. Lovely and golden and crispy. Looking forward to that one, Bubba?
Uh-huh.
Should we cut them up?
Uh-huh.
Nice one.
A tiny bit.
Tiny bits. What'd you say to Dad? Thanks, the word you're looking for.
Thanks.
Okay, so this is Joe's pizza going in. Just wanted to show you this one because if you don't have a pizza stone, you can use these pizza trays. You can get them for about £9–10 from supermarkets. They're non-stick and they do the same job to an extent, and they obviously get a much neater finish on them. Okay, so there's the final pizza out of the oven. I hope you found the video useful. If there's anything you'd like a hand with or anything you didn't understand, feel free to leave a comment underneath and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Happy pizza making.